What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first time I see is the first time I read. Let's get it. Poppin', baby. Let's see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love, man. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram and Twitter. If you guys want to drop a follow, I'd really appreciate that. Shout out my notification gang. Hopefully my notification gang comes through. If you guys would also like, feel free to check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That is the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, guys, the first sign I see is the first sign that I read. And the first sign I saw was Scorpio. So let's get it poppin', baby, okay? Hey, everybody, how you guys doing? What's cracking, Chris? What's up, Vanessa? Let's see what's going on for my Scorpio family, all right? Message for Scorpio here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Message for Team Scorpio, please. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and get one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. What do we got going on? Scorpio, the overall energy of your reading is the Ace of Cups. You can be connecting possibly with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Going into your current energy, you got the Empress card. Person you're dealing with here, Scorpio, is the World card. And the outcome that's present is the Devil in reverse. Now, I will say, this is not going to be for every Scorpio, but just a little bit of a message. There may be some Scorpios that might be finding out in the next 24 hours or within the next week that they're pregnant. So if you are finding out that you're pregnant, Scorpio, I do see happiness here for you. I do actually see you guys being in a position where this is an exciting time for you guys. So if there's any Scorpios out there that have recently found out they're pregnant or are going to recently find that out, now let me just not freak anybody out. I'm not saying every fucking Scorpio out here is pregnant, but if you are pregnant, I do see you being very happy with the results. Now, getting into the regular consensus of the reading, Scorpio, based on what I'm seeing for you guys, it does feel really strongly that a lot of you guys are excited to be entering into this new cycle of your life. And what I mean by that is you've endured a lot of growth. The Empress card talks about growth. It talks about growing from situations you've experienced, right? And also with the World card here, it talks about moving into a new cycle and creating something new. So I feel like in regards to love, in regards to your love life, Scorpio, you're deciding to really cancel everything you've experienced in your past and truly invoke some deep healing here. The Devil card in reverse is your outcome. So from what I'm seeing here for Scorpio, what you guys are deciding to do is say, hey, you know what? My past connections were my past connections, my past relationships, my past heartbreak. The key word here is that everything that's happened to me was in my past, and I can no longer allow my past to affect my present. So there's a good, there's a good amount of Scorpios here who are deciding to say, I'm not letting the past come into my present. I'm not letting it ruin my vibe now, and I'm not going to fuck up my chances for future romance and future people that I meet. So from what I'm seeing here right now, Ace of Cups and the Devil card in reverse, you guys are choosing to decide to let go of the past in order to create a positive new present moment. A lot of you guys have learned and grown from everything you've experienced in the past, and now you're deciding to have a positive outlook on love moving forward. So a lot of you guys have gone through some really deep purging here. And also with the aspects we've been dealing with for a while, it's been invoking some deep purging. I mean, we're still in the pre-shadow or the after-shadow period, if you will, of Mercury retrograde, right? Mercury retrograde ended or went direct per se about a week or two ago, but now we're still in the after-shadow period. So a lot of you guys during Mercury retrograde experienced that there was a lot of emotions and a lot of things that have happened that were affecting you now that you needed to clear the fuck out. So from what I'm seeing here with the Devil card in reverse, Scorpio, you guys are in a position right now where you are letting go of everything you've experienced in your past. You're choosing to be present, and especially when it comes towards your love life, you are choosing to start out with a clean slate. If you don't want to keep attracting people you've dealt with in the past, you need to start taking a look at what's going on with the new people you meet rather than expecting people to hurt you. Okay? Keep that in mind. And that's something that's powerful, and that's something that's important. Because here, at the end of the day, if you have been hurt so many times from people in your past, then you're going to continuously expect every new person you meet to do the same thing and hurt you. So if you guys are in that vibe, then you're just manifesting the same people over and over again. But if you choose to look at love with a clean slate, and when you meet new people, choose to look at this person with no expectations whatsoever, then you're going to have a different experience. So be very mindful during this time, Scorpio, as you are purging out the past, cleansing out the past. Whomever you meet next, do not put any sort of expectations out on the table. Don't expect them to cheat on you. Don't expect them to hurt you. Don't expect them to do the negative things your past partners have done. Expect nothing and gain everything, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward, all right? Hey, holy moly, Ruth! Ruth is coming through, baby. Thank you so much, Ruth, for the $50. Much appreciated, my love. Pregnant, nope, but I appreciate your reads, Aunt. Absolutely, Ruth. Thank you so much for the beautiful donation, my dear. I appreciate it. You're always coming through with these big-ass donations, so thank you so much, my love. You are much appreciated, my dear. There was also another donation that I may have missed, so let me take a look at that real quick. Thank you so much, Ocean Lover, for the $3.99. Much appreciated as well, my darling. Thank you, Ruth. You're fucking fantastic, my dear. Hell yeah, man. Anyway, Scorpio, like I said, expect nothing and gain everything. I like that. Keep that healing that you're going through right now. Continue purging out your past. And once again, when you expect nothing, you gain absolutely everything. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right. Going all the way from, we started out with water. So we're going to go water, fire, air, earth. What messages do we got coming through for my Leo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, messages for Leo here. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Leo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Leo, bye. Let's go ahead and get one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through for you. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. Leo, the overall energy of your reading is the Tower. Oh shit, can be connecting possibly with the Scorpio here. Now every time anybody sees the Tower card, they usually flip out, but don't worry about it. I'm sure that there's going to be some good coming from this reading. In your current energy, Leo, we got here the Wheel of Fortune. The person you're connecting with here is the Star card, and then the outcome that's present, Leo, is the Nine of Cups in reverse. So you can be connecting with an Aquarius, a Scorpio, or possibly a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius once again. Based on what I'm seeing coming through for your energy, though, I think big shifts and big movements are going to start occurring in your life, and you're going to start to notice this moving into April 2020. This means big shifts are happening for you guys, and in regards to these shifts that are coming through for you is the self-awareness and recognition of dropping the codependent factor. What does this mean? This means that we have been seeing since the beginning of 2020, Leos rising in a more independent way. I don't know about you, but when I've been taking a look at my Leo readings and I've been seeing the evolution of Leos, I've been seeing Leos becoming more independent than they've ever been. Whereas in 2019, there was, and not to make anybody or not to ruin your vibe or not to be a dick, but in 2019, there was a lot of codependent Leos out there. Stuck in these goddamn karmic relationships that weren't serving you, that you were basically attached to. And I feel like since the beginning of 2020, despite all the crazy shit happening in the world, we have seen a rise in Leo's independence. And it has been a beautiful thing to watch. And 2019, that codependency needed to come crack down for you guys to basically learn how to love yourselves. So I saw moving into 2020, Leo's getting on this path of self-love, this path of individualism. And as you guys have become a lot more independent, you guys have started to notice that this shift was allowing happiness to come into your life, self-serving to come into your life, all right? So that's good here. And what typically tends to happen is that when you're an independent person, building and living and creating your best life, love will always come knocking on your door when you're not even looking for it. So Leo, you've been undergoing a good transformation for a while now. And from what I'm seeing here, that Tower moment was meant to occur. It was meant to occur last year, all right, in 2019, and it was meant to occur in the beginning of the year. That awareness that has come into your energy is the awareness of, I need to be independent, I need to build my life, I need to create my happiness, and the only way that I can do that is by starting to go within. So with the Wheel of Fortune here and the Star card here, a lot of cycles have come to a completion. A lot of people that didn't serve in your life, you have noticed, have filtered out. You have started to see deep changes, and moving from now until April, you're going to continue to see more. And those changes are going to include all the things that make you unhappy, all the things that do not serve you, all the people that are not right for you, you are going to watch dissipate from your life. So this is what's going to start to happen for you. The Star card here and the Nine of Cups in reverse. You're going to start to see people who are not meant to be a part of your abundance, your happiness, your destiny, as we would call the Star card, the Destiny card. You're going to start to see them cycle out. So get ready, Leo. Get ready to see people who were once a part of your life, whether they were a big part of it or not, circle out. Get ready to watch people walk away. Get ready to watch people filtered out. Because right now, what's happening in the universe is you're starting to see that as your vibration is raising, the people that do not match your vibe is going to go somewhere completely else. Because if you are on a said vibration, everything that's on the same level is going to attract itself to you. If things aren't on the same vibe as you are, you're going to watch them go into different directions. So as you are raising your vibration during this time, Leo, as your happiness is getting up there, as you're doing your thing, you're going to see the people that no longer resonate, and they're going to filter out. So get ready to see the difference in people's actions towards you. Get ready to see the difference in general of what's going on. Because as you're living your best life, you're going to see people that aren't happy about that. You're going to see people that aren't happy for you. And the more that you keep raising up, the more people are going to keep clinging down. So you're going to start to see, and it's going to get revealed to you of who's meant for you, who's not, who's got your best interest, who doesn't got your best interest. You're going to see this shit happening 2020, okay? So not even just for a daily reading, this shit expands even further. So you're going to start to see that, Leo, and keep on focusing on that energy. Keep raising your vibration during this time. Because I think right now, you are in a position where you're focusing on creating your abundance, and if people aren't happy for you, or if people don't resonate with it, or if people aren't meant to be in your life, watch them filter out. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Hey, yo, thank you so much for the 1111, Kaylee. Much appreciated, my dear. Thank you so much for a donation. There was also another one. Let me go get that real quick. Thank you so much, Leanna, for the $5. Much appreciated, my dear. It is going well. I hope it's going well for you as well, okay? All right, man. Fire, water, fire, air, going all the way to my air signs. What do we got coming through for the Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, messages for Libra here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on, man? Messages for Libra here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. So, for the 440 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Libra, baby. Let's go ahead and see what messages we got coming through for you. Hopefully, we got some fantastic stuff. What do we got going on? Libra, the overall energy of your reading is the 9 of Pentacles. So you can be connecting possibly here with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Rolling into your current energy, Libra, you got the Emperor card reversed. The person you're dealing with is the 6 of Wands. And the outcome that's present is the Devil in reverse. Excuse me. Lots of major arcana cards coming out in the readings today, meaning that major events are happening soon. We do have a pretty crazy thing occurring on Sunday. Let me get into that real quick. What was it talking about? I believe there was a conjunction that's going on here. Let me take a look real quick, guys, because I did want to touch basis on this as well. Excuse me. Moving into March. Oh boy. Oh yeah, actually, speaking of today, we do have the sun shifting into Aries, which is pretty fantastic. We're now in Aries season. But from what I was seeing over here before, on Saturday, March 21st, it shifts from Capricorn into Aquarius. Absolutely. Now moving back to what I was going to say, we need that square that I was looking for. Excuse me. Okay. A Mars and Jupiter conjunction on Friday, March 20th is something that's coming towards us, which is going to be absolutely insane. Mars will be in Capricorn during this time. They did say be mindful about next Sunday on March 22nd, because there's going to be a once a year Mars-Pluto meeting, which brings power struggles and possible violence. So I want you guys to be careful here. I don't know why this is applying to the reading, but I felt like talking about it today. What we got going on over here is a pretty serious square. Now, I'm not an astrologer, so I don't know much about it. I've been reading up on it, but I did want to warn everybody. I don't know if you've been seeing that the energy shifts are crazy, and also, as I was mentioning before too, how we're having all these major arcana cards come out. We're seeing some serious shifts, man, moving into April, and we're getting closer and closer to it. So be mindful from Friday to Sunday how the energy may be a little bit hectic. I know that you guys will be experiencing some of this starting off on Friday, but I want you guys to know that moving into the weekend, try to be very mindful of your vibration. Try to be very mindful of everything that's going around, because we're seeing a crazy shift moving into April, okay? As you guys have known, 2020 itself has been crazy so far. You know, since the beginning of it, from the start of what we got to all the way happening now with everything going on with Corona, it's been a pretty serious time. So I do feel that moving into April, after we move into the big shift, we're going to start to see energy lightening up. So I'm sorry for the random collective message, okay? But what I want to say is, moving into April, I think all the energy we've been experiencing is going to calm down quite a lot. I think that since the beginning of 2020 till now, Everybody's been going a little bit crazy. Everybody's been feeling a little bit crazy. But I feel like moving on from April into May, all the way into the summer months, I feel like we're going to calm down. Okay? So if the collective has been scared for a while, but I feel like we're coming out of that now, and I feel like we're moving into really good vibes soon. So be excited moving into April, okay? Especially after that meeting we're gonna have Sunday, okay? Via astrology. So nonetheless, Libra, I'm so sorry for cutting you off. I felt like talking about that for a second. Let's get back into it. So, Libra, based on what I'm seeing for you guys, your overall energy is the 9 of Pentacles. Your current energy is the Emperor reversed. The person you're dealing with is the 6 of Wands, and the outcome is the Devil in reverse. You can be connecting with a Capricorn or possibly an Aries. Based on what's going on for you guys, there is a number of you right now who are really starting to let go and let God. That's the vibe that I feel is coming through. Letting go of controlling the situation, controlling your life, and controlling what happens. This is deciding to focus on embracing your confidence, embracing yourself, and being in a place overall where if you want success in your life, you're going to go ahead and get it. So I feel like there's been many Libras out there right now who are really becoming unbothered. You're getting to the point where you're not letting anything bother you. You're not letting unexpected events bother you. You're really walking through life botherless. And I like it a lot for you guys because you're in a position right now where you're choosing to be in your own power. You're not letting negativity affect you or other people affect you. And that is how you're going to be successful. You're deciding to move without giving 0 fucks. And it is very important to not give fucks in this world because the more fucks you give, the more of your power you give away. So with the Devil card in reverse here, I do feel this positive shift coming forward for Libra where a lot of you guys are not allowing yourself to be in a position where, where there's a lot of you guys who are not allowing yourself to be in a position where you're letting anything go. You're not letting anything bother you, okay? And by tapping into this power, this means you're making the conscious choice each and every single day to not let anything or anybody affect you. And that's marvelous and holy crap, holy. Oh, baby. Hold on, Ruth. I will thank you for that donation, but let me get back to Libra because they've been waiting really patiently. So nonetheless, Libra, I do feel you guys tapping into this vibe of being very unbothered, not letting things affect you, and also really tapping into your inner confidence. There's some sort of glow up here that's coming towards you, and with the Devil reverse, it's good because stress can be ugly. Stress can give you acne as well. So as you let go of the stress and all the things that have been bothersome in life, you really are tapping into this beautiful energy of confidence, happiness, and not letting anybody fuck with your glow up. And I really like that a lot for you guys because that's where you should be. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Hey, yo! Thank you so much, Ruth, baby. Ruth, thank you for the $150 donation. That's insane. With all the scary situations going on in the world, you are a shining light. Thank you for your dedication to all of us and enjoy. Thank you so much, Ruth. I really appreciate that. I did not expect such a big donation. So thank you so much for the love. You are absolutely fantastic. And thank you so much, my dear, okay? God damn. I'm telling y'all, man, there's something big happening here. This energy is lightening up, and I can feel it, and I can't wait to start moving into the months to come, moving into April, moving into May. Like, we're gonna get good vibes for 2020. 2020 was not meant to be the worst year ever. I know it looks that way, but I feel good vibes coming. I really do. Thank you, Ruth, for that donation. I really appreciate that. And Libra, just a quick note back to your reading. You guys are definitely standing really tall and proud in your confidence, and it feels good that you're deciding to have that positive shift, so keep going with it. I like it a lot, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to my Earth signs, water, fire, air, Earth. What do we got coming through for the Capricorn, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Capricorn here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? For the 534 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Capricorn here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, baby, what's going on with you? I hope we got some fantastic stuff coming through. Capricorn, the overall energy is the Ace of Cups in reverse. We got here, you could be connecting with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. In your current energy, you got a 7 of Pentacles reversed. The person you're dealing with is the 3 of Wands reversed. And the outcome that's present is the Temperance reverse. So you could be dealing with a Sag here. You may also be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. Based on what I'm seeing for Capricorn, though, I don't feel like you got time to play around, and I really feel this energy coming through heavy. Capricorn, it kind of appears to me that you don't got time to waste, especially when it comes towards love. It does appear to me right now that you're really tired of connecting with people that are super unstable, because there's been a lot of people in your life proving themselves to be very unstable. And what I mean by that is not being consistent in what they want, not being consistent in knowing which direction they want to take things. It feels like you're dealing with people that are having a lot of inconsistency. And overall, that's starting to affect your energy, and that's starting to affect you to the point where you don't feel like making any sort of investments or putting any sort of time into other people, because you're tired of the poor inconsistency that people bring to you. So from what I'm seeing right now, Capricorn, there could be a good amount of you right now that are not putting love on the table, that are just saying, hey, I'm kind of over this. I'm kind of focusing more on my career right now, or I'm focusing on my family right now, or good vibes with my friends, because it feels like the people I connect with are so inconsistent to the point where I don't think it's worth investing my heart into anyone right now, especially if these are the types of people I'm meeting. So I really feel like you're kind of taking a step back right now out of your love life and really adding focus and care to other areas such as career, family, friends, people that you love to be around. You're really centering yourself back into that. And you're really tired of this inconsistency that's coming forth for you, Capricorn, okay? So I think you're making the choice to take a step back and really focus on business as usual. Whatever else you got to really put your mind to, that's where you're bringing your focus right now, all right? I don't see you really investing in love here, and I don't see you giving these people chances, because the more you rely on an inconsistent person, the more you start to recognize the more inconsistent your life is. And you don't like inconsistency. Capricorns like to know what's up. They want to hear what's going on. They want direction. And if you're not giving a Capricorn direction, then the Capricorn ain't fucking with it. Because Capricorns like to have a structured life. And that's where the Capricorn in me comes out too. Because I feel you. I like to have a structured life as well. All right? Nonetheless, man, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way back to my water signs. What do we got coming through for the beautiful Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Cancer here, please. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Cancer here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. For the 538 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. It's much appreciated. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Let's see what's going on for you, Cancer. The overall energy here is the Hermit card, so you can be connecting possibly with a Virgo. Rolling into your current energy, Cancer, you got the Six of Cups reversed. The person you're dealing with is the King of Pentacles, and the outcome that's present is the Judgment card, okay? You could be connecting with a Scorpio, a Virgo, possibly a Cancer, Pisces, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Based on what I'm seeing for Cancers right now, though, I do feel this vibe right now where you have kind of been isolated lately, and I'm not talking about quarantine, okay? I mean mentally and physically and emotionally. You've been very disconnected from certain people. And these are the people that you would consider as your loved ones, people you really care about, people that you deal with or talk to on the daily. I feel like you've been disconnected from them lately. And I think that you have been disconnected from them because you've been all up in your head, okay, where some of you guys could call it a mental prison. And if you've been in a mental prison, Cancer, there's something that you're not expressing that's keeping you there. What is it that you aren't expressing? That's kind of what the question comes down to. Is there something that's bothering you that you haven't been able to talk about? Is there something that's going on right now that's making you shut down so emotionally? And if there is, then that is something that needs to be brought to the surface. Because keep in mind, the Six of Cups in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse talks about something that's happened in the past that was bothersome, because it's in the reverse. So you're reminiscing right now, Cancer, on some shit that has happened that wasn't very positive. It was some shit that was negative. And it's fine, and you're kind of like in this place right now where you're finding it very hard to ground yourself because of what you've experienced. So what did you experience in the past that you are still stuck on today? That's where you got to draw the line. You got to draw the line between the past and the present, okay? The present's more important than the past, right? The present is different than the past, because the present means whatever you experienced in the past is no longer happening currently. So whatever's going on that's kind of keeping you in this mental prison, Cancer, you can free yourself from it. Because what you've experienced is no longer happening right now. And I know that it seems so simple, but it really is that simple. Whatever happened in your past is not happening right now. So you have to differentiate between what happened versus what is happening now. And with the King of Pentacles to the Judgment card, give yourself a chance to release yourself from that mental prison. Give yourself a chance to say, you know what, let me reground myself into what's going on now so that I can push myself out of what I've been stuck thinking about and what I've been, shunning myself away from society for. You got to push yourself away from that, bro. Nonetheless, with the Hermit card energy here too, by not being around the people you love or by being disconnected from the people that you love, that means you're being disconnected from reality, which means you're not living presently, you're stuck living in the past. So whatever it is, Cancer, that's been bothering you lately, whatever it is that's been keeping you disconnected from this present moment, focus on grounding yourself and bringing yourself back. Because the more you are disconnected from the people around you and what's going on currently, the more you're living in the past and you're not living in a present to create a positive future. So you got to be mindful of that. Okay? All right, man. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right? And as somebody mentioned before in a comment, somebody said, Ant, we need more details. I can't give more details. You got to understand, what I'm doing here is a tarot reading, but also it's for thousands of Cancers, okay? I can't pinpoint your direct, what's going on in your head. I'm not a mind reader, but I can tell you in a general synopsis of what's going on with your energy. And like I said, if you're stuck in that mental prison, Cancer, you got to make sure that you can do whatever you can to get yourself out of it. The first thing to do to get out of a mental prison is to be aware that you're in one. And that's definitely easier said than done, okay? So yeah, just be mindful, I can't pinpoint directly what's going on in your life. I'm not a genie, but I can tell you the general synopsis of what's going on. So for those of you that were dealing with that, or for those of you that were resonating with that Cancer reading, make sure that you are centering yourself in reality now versus what had happened in the past. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck there, Let's keep it popping, man. All right, going all the way to my fire sign. What do we got coming through for Sagittarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Sagittarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? For the 576 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Sagittarius, the overall energy of your reading is the Empress card in reverse. Ooh, this bad boy's been coming out a lot today. You can be connecting with a Libra possibly. Rolling into your current energy, you got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. You got here the Eight of Wands. And then as for the outcome, Sagittarius, you got the Four of Cups. Oh boy. So you can be connecting possibly with a Libra here. You also could be dealing with a water sign, fire sign kind of energy as well. Based on what I'm seeing for Saggy though, I do feel right now that you are purposely removing yourself from somebody, okay? Someone here wants communication with you, but I feel like this is the instant ignore button. I feel like you're constantly ignoring somebody right now because you don't want to hear from them. You don't want to communicate with them. There's someone here that you don't feel like you have any sort of growth with them any longer. So what happened originally, Sagittarius? I think somebody pushed you to your limits. You're avoiding somebody and you're isolating from them. And with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, you don't feel like it's worth investing any more time into them. So someone over here, it's very one-sided. Someone over here wants to talk while you want to isolate. And with the Empress card in reverse over here, I definitely feel like the feelings you used to have for somebody had disappeared. So right now, Sag, you are blocking communication off from someone and you are ultimately ignoring any sort of offers that they bring to the table. For whatever reasons this is happening is whatever reason you resonate with. But I do feel here, Sag, that you're limiting yourself from someone due to the fact that you no longer feel like there's any sort of growth here. You feel like there's more so stagnation here. Oh, that could resonate to that as well. This may be your friend for some of you Saggies. You may be dealing with one of those friends who are very stagnant, who aren't growing with you. Those types of friends that kind of only hit you up once or twice every year or once or twice every other month, okay? You could be dealing with somebody who's not choosing to be a part of your present reality. You could be dealing with somebody who consistently kind of comes in and out of your life, and because of that, you don't feel like they're deemed worthy. So for some of you guys, this could be one of those friends. And we all have those friends too. Those friends that we don't talk to for a very long time and then they randomly hit us up like nothing ever happened. You know what I'm saying? Those friends that we haven't communicated with in like, let's say maybe 6 months, and then out of nowhere they hit you up and they're like, yo, so let's hang out. What's going on? Nothing's ever happened. Yeah, it's been 6 months. Where your ass been at? Okay? So that could be going on for some of you Saggies right now. You may be connecting with one of those people who are so inconsistent in your life to the point where when they want to communicate with you, you're like, nope, I'm not doing this. You can't have me when you want me. It's either you love me and you're a part of my life or you're not. You don't want somebody who's a part-time friend. And I don't resonate with that either. I don't like people that are part-time friends. If you're busy, you're busy. I get it. But at the end of the day, if you're not that busy and you just picking and choosing when you want me whenever you feel like it's right, screw that shit. Then I don't want to be friends with your ass. So nonetheless here, Sagittarius, I do feel like this is one of those friend situations. Of course, it could resonate to a friend, a family member, or a lover. But whoever you're dealing with, they're clocking in and working part-time, not full-time. And I think that that bothers you quite a lot. All right, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to my air signs. What do we got coming through for Gemini, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. So there's 626 people in the chat. Please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated, okay? Messages for the Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Gemini, the overall energy of your reading is the Justice card, so you can actually be connecting with the Libra here, all right? Rolling into your current energy, you got the Hierophant card. This is Taurus energy. The person you're dealing with is the Knight of Swords reversed, and then the outcome that's present, Gemini, is the Moon card in reverse. So you can be connecting with a Pisces, a Libra, or possibly a Taurus here as well. Based on what I'm seeing for my Geminis, though, I do feel right now that somebody you were, I want to say, committed to, it's not even necessarily committed to in this situation. I don't think that that's it. I think there's somebody you cared for, Gemini, to the point where you were always there for them. You were always communicating with them. There's someone here that you have a lot of care for. And I feel like you're dealing with somebody who doesn't scratch your back in return. You know the old saying, if I scratch your back, you scratch my back in return? I don't feel like this person does that. I feel like you're connecting with somebody where you're always there for them. You're always the person who will listen to them. And on the flip side, they don't do the same for you. So you're connecting with somebody that isn't a Six of Pentacles relationship. You're connecting with somebody who doesn't really show that they have care for you, even though you have so much fucking care for them. Where's the balance? The Justice card is here. That's what you're craving. You're craving balance in this connection. But where is that balance? Because that balance isn't here. It's absent. And with the Moon card in reverse for the outcome here, it feels like you are the only person who's caring. You are the only person who's loving. You are the only person who's doing anything. And you just don't feel like you get it back. And I think a lot of you guys are getting fed up with this connection here, Gemini, because I would too. Taking care of someone, loving someone, being there for someone, and not having them do that same energy for you in return is bothersome. So ultimately here, I think you're getting ready to either A, cut the cord, or B, speak up. Because nonetheless, this whole situation is making you fed up, Gemini. Okay? So either way, man, for those of you that are currently experiencing this, just to put my 2 cents in, these are the type of people that you don't want to be around, especially if they don't, get on the same page with you. Because this is one of those people that will take and take and take and never give anything in return. And when you're around people like that, those are people that can be identified as energy vampires. And if you are dealing with energy vampires, when I say that they will suck you dry, that's what she said, they will suck you dry. They will get to the point where they drain you, Gemini, and they bring nothing back to you in return. So this is one of those people you don't necessarily want to be around. Now, whether you want to speak up and have a conversation or whether you want to cut this connection off, that is going to be up to you. It's your free will. But personally, something here's got to change, considering that there's no balance and there's no fairness in this relationship connection, whatever it is you got going on with somebody. All right, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to my earth signs. What do we got coming through for the Virgo, please? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Virgo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? For the 646 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Virgo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Hey-o, you could be connecting with an Aquarius for some of you, as the Star card just fell out. So some of you Virgos could be dealing with an Aquarius. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, let's take a look here and see what's going on. Virgo, the overall energy of your reading is the Two of Swords. You can be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Your current energy is the Sun in reverse. Person you're dealing with, the Chariot in reverse. The outcome, the Empress card. Could be dealing with a Leo, a Cancer, or possibly a Libra. Why are you guys not happy? What's going on here, Virgo? Whoever you're dealing with here, like I said, they could be a Cancer with a Chariot in reverse. It kind of appears to me whoever you're connecting with, this is someone who's choosing not to move forward. This is someone who's choosing to stay where they're at. I kind of feel like this is one of those situations where you're dealing with somebody who's very much so filled with drama, and instead of choosing to move on, they're choosing to keep spreading it like it's an infectious disease, okay? So Virgo, you're trying to move on with somebody, you're trying to move forward with somebody, and they're just not doing it with you. They're staying stuck in the past, they're staying stuck in the drama, or whatever it is that's going on between the two of you, and you're getting sick and tired of it because it's so fucking tiring to do your best to work through situations and have conversations with people and try to move on from whatever mess you both were in. And you feel like this person just can't do it. You're connecting with somebody who just can't move on. And it's very bothersome to you to the point where it's affecting you. As for the outcome that's present, the Empress card, you want this person to just be the bigger person like you were being. You know, you decided to be the bigger person, Virgo. You decided to move on from the shit that you guys were trying to resolve here. But whoever you're dealing with, they're not being the bigger person. Instead, they're staying stuck down here in a low-ass vibration. So with the Two of Swords here, Virgo, I think you're making that choice to continue to be the bigger person because you're tired of dealing with shit that you've already talked about. You're tired of dealing with shit that you've already cleared with someone. And you're also tired of dealing with drama. So nonetheless, by being the bigger person, I feel like you're choosing to cut this out. Where it's like, look, I'm moving on. And if you can't move on with me, that's fine. Because I'm done letting my happiness get affected by the fact that you can't move on from what we tried to move through. Damn straight. And you should. Because Virgo, when people can't move past something, when people can't move on from something, and you're being the bigger person and doing it, don't let them affect you. Your life is your own life. You're an individual. Move past this on your own. Do what you need to do. And be in a position right now where you focus on your happiness. Don't let other people dim your light. All right? Especially if they keep bringing you back to something that you both plan to move forward from. I can't stand when people do that shit, man. I can't stand when people do that shit. When both of you plan to have a conversation and work through something, but then this person goes back on it and just can't get over whatever it is you experienced. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all, okay? So either way, Virgo, if this person won't move forward with you, then move forward by yourself and focus on your happiness. Your happiness is what's important. Don't let this person bring your happiness down. Not at all. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right, going all the way to my water signs once again. What do we got coming through for the Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Pisces here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Heyo, for the 634 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. It's much appreciated, peeps. Thank you guys. Messages for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Let's take a look and see what's going on for you guys, Pisces. Let me get one last shuffle, please. You guys took a while to come through today. Damn, Pisces. All right, Pisces. The overall energy of your reading is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So you are done leveling something out, weighing in a decision. You're coming to a final conclusion on what? Coming into your current energy, Pisces, you got here a Nine of Swords. Person you're dealing with is a Six of Swords reversed. Uh-oh. Outcome that's present, Wheel of Fortune. Somebody returning into your life is definitely not something a Pisces wants to deal with. Pisces don't like confrontation, and also when it comes towards reconciliation, if the damage is done, what's done is done. And I feel, Pisces, that you've ended a connection a long time ago, but you have somebody here who doesn't necessarily want to end it just yet. And I think it's bothersome to you. What I'm seeing right now, Pisces, is you're coming to the final conclusion that there will not be a reconciliation with anybody. You're coming to the final conclusion that you will not be reconciling with whoever's trying to come back from your past, and you will not be offering yourself up to connections you've already dealt with. That's what I'm seeing here. What's done is done. And as you're stepping into that vibration, you're no longer allowing it to affect yourself in a negative way. So from what I'm seeing here, Pisces, after much debating, after going back and forth with pros and cons, after thinking about people of your past, I don't feel like you have it in you anymore to hand out second chances. And let me explain something about Pisces. Pisces can give a numerous amount of second chances. Pisces can give so many second chances, you would never even think they could hand out that many. But I feel like you're tired of it, and I think you're done doing it, because you recognize that the more you give out, the more chances you give out to people, the more they fuck themselves over, or fuck you over, or hurt you, or drag you down. You realize that. So you're over giving people those second chances, and ultimately, what's done is done. Wheel of Fortune, you're letting connections just follow. Whatever's meant to end is meant to end, whatever's done is done, and I'm done giving myself to it. So Pisces, I like that you're kind of strengthening up here and toughening up here, because, you know, usually you guys would give out so many chances to so many people, but they would still do the same things that hurt you originally. And you're not allowing that to happen any further. So yeah, I think that that's the mantra for this reading, to be very honest. The mantra of this reading is what's done is done, and you're letting it be done. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right, my water signs are done. Going to my fire signs. What do we got coming through for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and see what messages we got coming through for you. Aries, the overall energy of your reading is, once again, this motherfucker won't leave us alone today. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Ooh, this card's been popping out all day, every day. Your current energy is the Moon card, Aries. The person you're dealing with is the Six of Wands, and the outcome is the Five of Swords. Aries, what's cracking? You're dealing with one egotistical person. I can definitely see that. Aries, I feel like you have this narcissist energy surrounding you, this very egotistical-like kind of energy that you've cared for so long. So I feel like there's a good amount of you guys who fell in love with somebody who's kind of full of themselves. You may have fell in love with somebody who was very narcissistic or somebody who's very egotistical, and I think that you're starting to recognize, oh shit, you're starting to realize, oh shit, whoever I'm around actually is narcissistic. Whoever I'm around actually is pretty egotistic. Whoever I'm dealing with is pretty into themselves and not that much into me. And I think you're starting to recognize that the person you were dealing with, Aries, was a person who was only giving a shit about themselves rather than giving a shit about you. And I feel like that is an instant turnoff the moment that it's starting to come into fruition for you, okay? So I feel here, Aries, that you started to realize the person you surrounded yourself with, the person you started getting feelings for, is that narcissist type of energy. And I don't think that you like it, and I don't think you want to be surrounded by it any longer. With the Moon card here, it really sucks to like somebody, but then realize that they aren't the person that you even thought they were. And with the outcome that's present, Five of Swords, I feel like you're deciding to walk away from this, especially as the person you're dealing with is not who you thought they were. When you originally met this person, Aries, I think you thought that they were a great person, you liked them, you were obviously interested in them, but when they started to show their true colors, such as only caring for themselves, you know, those narcissistic type behaviors, when you started to see that energy coming out, you were like, this is a game breaker for me, this is a game changer for me, this is not something I want to be involved with, and I'm going to walk away from it now moving forward, okay? So that's what I'm seeing coming through for Aries. If you've been dealing with people like this, you're walking away from those types of people, because that's not who you want to fall in love with, let alone who you want to be in love with, okay? Anyways, man, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. And you know what? Just for a bit of a collective message real quick, that's true. Sometimes we meet people and we don't know the real them. Sometimes we meet people and we're like, oh, this person's great. This person's fantastic. I really like them. But the longer you're with them, okay, the longer you're with that person, you can start to see their behavior and their true colors start to form. You know, you can meet a person, they can be the most fantastic individual ever. But then you start to learn who the real person is. The more you start spending time with them, the more you start being around them. So eventually you will always see a person's true colors. Eventually you will always see who a person really is. Because even if they're putting on this facade at first, the longer you spend time with them, the more they're going to have to be themselves. So either way, man, sometimes it's like that. Doesn't mean it's your fault. It doesn't mean, that it's a bad thing that you saw somebody for who they were. But all I'm saying is that sometimes it's not that people are changing. Sometimes you're not seeing the real you. Sometimes you're not seeing the real person the moment that you meet them. okay? So we got to be mindful of people out here. People can have masks. Whether they want to show it to you or not, people can have masks. And the longer you spend time with them, trust me, the more and more that mask comes off. So, hey man, I just want to let you guys know, don't blame yourselves if that's a situation you've been in before. Don't blame yourself if you've dealt with people like that before, because sometimes people will show you their mask before they show you their true face. Okay? Anyways, man, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right? Going all the way to my, excuse me, hold on, we finished my water signs, my fire signs, go to my air signs. What do we got coming through for Aquarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Or not my Aries, excuse me, my Aquarius. Thank you. Messages for Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Aquarius, it's a little bit of an interesting energy we're dipping into right now. Not too sure if I like it. Let's take a look. You do have the Ace of Cups as your overall energy, Aquarius, so that's good. It is talking about love in this situation. You got here Wheel of Fortune. The person you're dealing with is the High Priestess, and the outcome that's present is the Queen of Wands. Okay, so I do feel that this kind of ties into what I just talked about, Aquarius, where people that you deal with can be wearing masks and eventually everybody's true colors are revealed. I feel right now that there is someone here who has kind of hid something from you. The High Priestess, it is a Pisces card, but the High Priestess talks about things being revealed to you. And I do feel like what's being revealed to you is a person behind the mask and what they were doing the entire time. Clarifying the High Priestess here. Okay, we got here the Page of Cups reversed, and clarifying the Queen of Wands here, we got here the Ten of Cups. Aquarius, there could be a number of you guys that come to realize that the person you were dealing with is married. I don't know who that's going to resonate to, but it might resonate to somebody. So Aquarius, there could be a sudden surprise that comes through where you find out that you were dealing with somebody, but they were married to someone. Or you may be dealing with somebody and realize they're already in a relationship. I feel like somebody here is not faithful or honest with you, and that is going to come out because it always does come out. When people are lying, the truth will always come out. And in this situation, if you're dealing with somebody who's already in some sort of relationship, you're going to find out that you were the third party. So I do apologize for whoever this resonates to if you're going through it, because it's a very difficult thing to deal with. It's a shitty situation to be a part of. But Aquarius, if you find out that you are the third party, I really do apologize, because I feel like right then and right there, you are walking away from that connection with that Wheel of Fortune. You are closing out that cycle. You're changing your number, and you're like, I'm over this. All right, so for those of you that are dealing with this currently, I really do apologize because it sucks once again, but your best advice is what you're doing, walking away from it, because you are not someone's third party, okay? You are not someone's second best. You deserve to be somebody's number one, and I like the self-respect that you have for yourself, and I like that you're walking away from it, okay? So for any Aquarians that are dealing with that currently, once again, I apologize. That's a shitty move for somebody to do to you, and that's a shitty thing to experience. But as long as you're walking on forward, that's the best thing you can do, okay? So I do feel like that may be revealed to some of you here, that you could have been dealing with someone who is already a part of some other relationship, whether it was a marriage or a love relationship. I don't care. You never deserve to be somebody's third party. You always deserve to be somebody's number one. All right, so for the Aquarians that dealt with that, I really do apologize, and I'm happy that you guys are moving away from this because you do deserve better, and the fact that you acknowledge that is a big step. I like it. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right, last but not least, man, going all the way to my Earth signs, what do we got coming through for the Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? For the 615 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated, okay? Messages for Taurus here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Let's take a look here, baby. One last shuffle. and we'll see what messages we got coming through for you, man. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. What do we got going on, baby? Whew, I'm losing my voice, man. I'm tired in this bitch. I am drained. Let's take a look here, Taurus. What do we got going on? Your current energy is going to be the Two of Wands in reverse. So Taurus, you can be connecting possibly here with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Rolling into your current energy, you got the Three of Cups. The person you're dealing with here, Taurus, is the Tower in reverse. And the outcome that's present, Taurus, is the World card. This is going to sound weird, but that's an interesting image that kind of got depicted to me. So, Taurus, I kind of feel like someone is just letting you be happy. I don't know what that really resonates to, but that's what I'm seeing here. Someone's just letting you be happy. Someone's choosing to move or remove themselves from your life. I feel like there was somebody here who was sending ill will towards you. Someone here who was just giving you negative vibes, whether it was actually physically or just spiritually. But I feel here, Taurus, Three of Cups, you're establishing your happiness, you're living your best life, and someone's finally deciding to stop trying to interfere. So whether this is you, Taurus, in a happy relationship, and the ex is deciding not to be jealous, that could be a resonating message here. You may have had an ex who's super jealous, who didn't want you to be happy, but suddenly is like, let me let go, okay? But if it's not about that either, Taurus, I do feel ultimately that if somebody's had any sort of negative intentions towards you, or if somebody's had any sort of, ill will towards you, they're officially letting it go, which is overall a very positive thing, okay? So from what I'm seeing here, Taurus, I think someone's deciding to finally let you be happy. They're not trying to interfere with your life anymore. They're not trying to throw shade or tea or negativity at you anymore. And that stems from jealousy. So somebody who was once jealous of you is letting go of their jealousy. And I feel like they're deciding to do something else with their time, the World card. They're deciding to move into a new cycle. So that might resonate with a few, not all of you, of course. But whoever that does resonate to, I think it is a positive reading here. Because whoever this is a person who was extremely jealous, who always had negative energy towards you. Somebody who was never happy when you were happy, somebody who didn't want your happiness. And they finally decided to say, you know what? I need to take my attention off of Taurus and bring my attention to myself. All right? And also, when you have a lot of jealousy directed towards a person, that can manifest as evil eye. So this person could have put evil eye on you many times. But all in all, from what I'm seeing here, Taurus, somebody's deciding to finally take the focus off you and start to focus on the goddamn selves, just like they should have been from the beginning. I like it a lot, man. Thank you so much, Bonnie, for the $2. Much appreciated, my dear. Okay? So anyways, Taurus, I feel like somebody's finally deciding to take their ill will away from you as you live your life in your happiness. And I think that's really good here. I've never seen a reading play out like that before. That's really awesome. And I like that that information came through. That's really cool. Okay, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Nonetheless, man, thank you guys so much for coming out to the daily readings. I truthfully appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. That's much appreciated. Once again, I do have to thank Ruth for the crazy donations we've had here in the chat today. Thank you so much, Ruth. You're absolutely fantastic and you're awesome. And I always say, you know, it fucking blows my mind the amount that you donate to me. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. As I always do say too, for everybody that comes through each and every single day, thank you for the love and the support. I really appreciate that. For the 581 peeps in here, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming through. And also in regards to the people that donate, as I always say, no matter how big or how small, all the donations really make a difference. So thank you guys so much for those donations, okay? But yeah, man, tomorrow's Friday. We're getting closer and closer to the weekend, so that's cool. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. I will be back here tomorrow, hopefully with more readings for April so that we can get those on on a roll. But anyways, guys, thank you for coming through. I'm super tired. Your boy needs a nap. Your boy is drained. I'm gonna go catch myself a nap. I love you guys and have a good one, all right? Peace.